Hello, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Dave with the Unobserved American. And today, we're going to be discussing red flag laws. Are they unconstitutional? What are they really? Again, welcome everyone. I'm Dave, your host on the Unobserved American here on YouTube. And like I said, today we're going to be talking about red flag laws. What are those? How many states have those in place? How many have them proposed? And how many don't even have anything on the books? Are they unconstitutional? Do they infringe on our Second Amendment rights? These are all the questions we're going to be answering today, or at least attempting to. Red flag laws. As you can see over here, are basically laws designed to allow people, anyone really, to, if they feel that you're a threat to yourself and or others, they can go to law enforcement and be like, hey, this person shouldn't have their guns, and law enforcement can come take your guns. Now, the main talk about that is it unconstitutional? Because we have our, Second Amendment, our right to bear arms. And I would say that yes, it is. That's just my opinion, though. You guys are more than welcome to leave your opinions down in the comments below, of course. And I thoroughly encourage that. But the reason I say it's unconstitutional is because if you're a threat to yourself and or others, there's other options, right? You have the option to put somebody in a mental hospital or try and get them some help even before the mental hospital. Now, obviously, if at that point a psychiatrist then deems it like, okay, yeah, they're probably not fit to have guns, then I could understand that. Then you're documented by a medical professional that, you have these issues going on, whatever they may be, that are making it so that you have these violent tendencies or these violent thoughts that people are getting scared of. And of course there'll be a history of that, to be shown. Next up, I want to show you guys how many states do have red flag gun laws in place, how many have proposed them, and how many don't. And lawmakers are saying that they'll stop gun violence, and that may be, but it seems like also to be at the expense of responsible gun ownership as well, because with these laws, anyone, literally anyone, talking somebody you have a stupid neighborhood beef with, somebody who just doesn't like you because of whatever reason. Let's say your dog barked at their dog and they're real crotchety about that. They could literally go to the police if they know that you have firearms and be like, this person is a danger to me or themselves, and make up some concocted story, which obviously there'll have to be investigations, I'm sure, because you can't just be like, oh, someone said this, so it's 100% fact. It just makes no sense. It's illogical. But it opens up a doorway that, if open, may not be able to be shut. And they say it's for a temporary time, but temporary is however long they deem it necessary. So temporary could be forever. I don't know. It's wild, but we're gonna break down the state chart here in just a second. All right. So let's break this down. 17 states have red flag laws in place, including California, Hawaii, Massachusetts, and Florida. 4 states have them proposed. But the 4 states that have proposed red flag laws are Michigan, Ohio, Pennsylvania, and North Carolina. And then there are 29 states that have no laws or active bills in terms of red flag laws. The source that I got this from was thetrace.org, and their sources are listed there. As you can see, I have them as also listed here. For the 17 states that have these red flag laws, is it working out? I don't know. Do I think that these red flag laws are good? No. I think there's other ways we could have we could find ways to gun control, but also that statement also doesn't make sense, because you can't take away our guns. We have these inalienable rights. That's what it says, inalienable rights, meaning they can't be taken away. So if we do that, we're going to have to rewrite the Constitution. We're going to have to rewrite history. And, I mean, while that's not necessarily a bad thing, we have to take a look, though, because all the times we hear about gun violence, whether it be daily in the news, if you live in a city like Chicago, Detroit, Atlanta, what have you, wherever there's lots of killings, Kansas City for that matter, which again ranked the highest for homicides, black on black homicides, or whether it be when a major event like these recent tragedies that have occurred happen. You don't often hear about the people that stop these things. I don't know if many of you heard about this, but in Springfield, Missouri, a man suited up, body armor, guns, and walked into a Walmart. Why are they targeting Walmarts? That's the first question. But my point with this story is a firefighter with a gun of his own thwarted that. Now, I don't think the guy had any intention of opening fire, but the report said that he was filming the panic and chaos that he caused. And when he went to go out a back door, staff door, the firefighter was there waiting, gun drawn. You know, you don't hear about responsible gun owners or gun owners who are in the right place at the right time. And I feel like so many gun owners are actually afraid to pull their guns in situations like that, not because they're afraid to be a hero, but because of the consequences. If, let's say you're a normal citizen, not a cop, not a military person, you know, you have no government affiliation in terms of law enforcement, right? Somebody comes in with the gun and you shoot them dead, the public is going to hail you a hero. But their family could press charges. And you could go to jail for murder. When in reality, what you did was completely selfless and saved a bunch of people. And that's sad. That's sad. We have the ability to stop these things, but people don't want to see that. They want to ignore facts. If guns are given to the right people with the right training, and just because you're a citizen, it doesn't mean you don't have the right training. If you're responsible and you go to the range and you're out in public and something like this happens, or you see something like this about to happen, go up and do what you need to do. Whether it be citizen's arrest at gunpoint, or if self-defense reasons occur, do what you got to do. You know, we can't sit by anymore. That's the problem. We're sitting by idly. We're talking, we're trying to put policies in place, but what we're not doing is allowing for action. And I'm not saying if you're suspicious of someone, you better have some verifiable proof before you go and do something like pull your gun on somebody if you think they're about to go do something like the El Paso, Dayton shooters did. But that's just wild to think. You know, we have the ability, but we don't allow people to use it. You know? I understand just going out in the streets and killing somebody. That's murder. Cold-blooded murder. But if you have a reason, if you're able to protect a large number of people, charges better be dropped. They better not even file charges. You better be labeled a hero, praised in the streets, given a parade. But anyways, guys, I've given you a brief overview on what red flag laws are. And we talked about the potential consequences of those. You know, we talked about the states, some of the states that have them there. Well, we mentioned them. We didn't talk about them. But Californians, your fantastic governor, Gavin Newsom, all you red-blooded American patriots out there, they're coming for your guns. Cal exit. Should it happen? I mean, they want to tax the crap out of their citizens? Cool. And also, Gavin Newsom signed in a bill that gives the illegal immigrants free health care. I know that's not this video, but Californians, what are you doing? Oh. Anyways, guys, thanks for watching. Again, I'm Dave with The Unobserved American. Links to my podcast are down below. And also in the outro, you'll see it. So definitely be sure to check that out. I actually have to put a new episode up. I forgot to put one up on Monday, but there's just been so much I wanted to focus on these videos, get these put out for you. So with that being said, guys, make sure to like, comment, subscribe. The conversation doesn't end here. The conversation starts with you. I just put some words forward, but the conversation starts with you down in those comments. Let's get it active. With that being said, God bless America. God bless you. And I'll see you on the next episode of The Unobserved American.